Few essential question and answer for WordPress. So you are wondering how to change the title in WordPress using rank math? It's actually quite simple. You will find that WordPress has an add-on called the Widgets add-on. From there, you can find a few different functions that will allow you to change the title of your posts without having to code anything. It's really easy. There are only a couple of different functions that you will need to know about. But even though they aren't the most exciting, they will work. The first step you want to take is to find the title that you want to make before you do any of the other stuff. Once you have the title, you will then click on it and make sure that you type in the value of the post that you want the post assigned to. For example, if you wanted to make a post about how to, you would enter how to WP in the search box. Then you would hit enter and hit go. This will make a new post on your website that will have the same title as the original, and just make it a little different with the value you entered. The next step is to add the keyword for the title into the title input box. You can do this by clicking on the link at the bottom of the page. Once you have done so, you will see the option for rank numbers. Here, you will type in the number for the page where the post is located in. If you want to make it easier, you can copy the number from the post's XML page. This will make it much easier on you if you want to learn how to change title in WordPress using rank math. If you have an SEO plugin like Yoast SEO Framework, you can set the meta title to be separated from the article title. If you use Yoast, scroll down to the page and if you have, you can see a section called SEO title. SEO titles must match the title of your page or post, as it should adequately describe your content. By default, the name of a post changes to a title in your installation, but not the content itself. If you do not use WordPress CMS and cannot install an SEO plugin on your web host, you can use tools like Meta Tags.io to quickly check that the title URL and meta description are displayed correctly on the search engine results pages. You can also see if the default SEO title works and add your own meta descriptions. If you are worried about what your page title will look like when it is published, use the Yoast SEO WordPress plugin to optimize your title label and make sure it is not too long or to change SEO title in WordPress. Many people want to know how to change SEO title in WordPress. This is because the main goal of this particular strategy is to get as many targeted keywords and as many websites listed on the search engines as possible. So, if your main focus is to boost your rankings and get more traffic on your site or blog, changing the title is one of the easiest ways that you can do this. The title is also very important, because search engines are still rating your site based upon this. So, if you want to ensure that your site will rank well in Google, then you need to make sure that you have a catchy title. Where is the SEO title in WordPress? Where is the SEO title in WordPress? If you don't know this already, then you are in for a surprise. Your main goal in your online campaign is to get a top ranking in the search engines, and the only way to achieve this is by optimizing your website with keywords or phrases that are highly searched for. To optimize your website, you need to understand what exactly the title of your post is going to be called, so that the title is highly targeted and can be picked up by the search engines. It has to be a short and catchy keyword phrase. For instance, if I'm writing about dog training, I would want to use something like dogs training in WordPress or how to train a dog to obey. This will ensure that my title is highly targeted and also has less competition compared to similar topics that are longer and more boring. You should also keep in mind that the SEO title is important as well, because it is where the search engines see your posts, and if they are unable to read what you are saying, then how can they possibly know if they will even click on your blog or website? This is the last thing that you want to happen, so make sure that the title is catchy and unique. One of the most important things to remember when optimizing your blog or website is to include your target keyword phrase as many times as you can in your content. This ensures that it has plenty of exposure and will rank high in the search engines. In addition to the title, you also need to make sure that you have lots of content related to your target keyword. Do this by creating lots of articles and blog posts and by using SEO to optimize your web content. The more SEO-friendly your content is, then the more likely that you will be able to rank high for the target keyword. How do I change my site title on WordPress? WordPress supports several different options that you can use to make your title look different. Some of these options include changing the font, using a different typeface, and bolding or italicizing certain text elements. If you are still confused as to how these options work or what type of titles you should be creating in the first place, then it would probably be a good idea for you to check out the official WordPress documentation for help. Once you have read through all of the helpful information provided in this documentation, then it would probably be best for you to just try out some of the different options so that you can see for yourself how to change your site's title. Another option that you have is to simply make the necessary changes to your template. The title bar is usually placed below the header tags, and it can sometimes make a lot of difference when it comes to the design of your website. So, if you want to know how do I change my site title on WordPress, then it might be a good idea for you to make the necessary changes to your template's title bar so that you will have a nice looking page. If you are not really too fussy with regards to the look and feel of your WordPress site, then you may want to leave the title bar off entirely. If you really cannot come up with any other options, then the most important step you should take would be to test out the various options provided by WordPress. By doing this, you will be able to determine which theme would be the best one for you to go with. If you do not test the various features out, then you may very well find that after a few weeks of using your new theme that the default theme that comes with WordPress no longer fits your personal preferences. There are also different default themes that come with each version of WordPress. Therefore, before you even think of changing anything, you should make sure that you know everything there is to know about the WordPress installation. How do I add SEO keywords to my website? In the internet marketing world, it is becoming more common to add keywords to your website. Having SEO-friendly web content is vital, because this type of content will be indexed by the search engines in the fastest amount of time. The more SEO-friendly your content is, the more traffic your website will see. Before learning how to add SEO keywords to my website, you are going to need to decide on a theme for your website. This theme will be what makes your site look professional and draw the attention of your visitors. You do not want to go too fancy when it comes to designing your website, because if you do, then you are likely to get penalized by your search engines. One way to learn how to add SEO keywords to my website is to join an SEO company. SEO companies will buy your domain name at a wholesale price. Register your domain, and then add all of your chosen keywords to it. If you do not want to pay for this service, then you can learn how to add SEO keywords to my website by using free tools on the internet. There are many free websites out there that will teach you how to add these keywords to your website for free. How do I change meta description in WordPress? Description is HTML or XHTML tags that give details about the page. Meta description can be found at the bottom of any page. It is displayed with the title of your blog or website. How do I change the meta descriptions in WordPress? You need to activate the Add Meta Description option from Settings. This will enable you to enter a description about your website in the Google toolbar. If you have activated the option, you will see a list of available options. If you have already uploaded some content and want to change the description for that content, you just need to click on the Edit button from the Settings section. Once you have done so, you will be able to see the available options and change the description of your website accordingly. How do I change meta description in WordPress? When you are submitting an article to article directories, some search engines may not display the article unless it has been changed according to the settings of the search engine on your WordPress account. The same is true when you are doing searches via search engines. To fix this problem, you need to use the All-in-One SEO plugin to fix the problem. This plugin enables you to specify the description of your website and display all the information regarding the same. You just need to choose the relevant keywords. Enter a good description and submit your post article. How do I add meta tags to my website? You are part of a growing crowd of internet marketers who have discovered the power of meta tags. Meta tags, also known as meta description or meta keywords, are simply descriptions of your website that include keywords. Using meta tags is an important part of search engine optimization, or SEO, and it is necessary for every website owner to learn how to use them effectively. It's not that hard to add them to your website. A few hours of research and tinkering should be all it takes to learn how to add meta tags to your website. And once you have learned the ropes, you'll wonder why anyone ever tried to keep it away. Learning how to optimize your website with the use of meta tags is essential to the success of your online ventures. Search engines, such as Google and Yahoo, count many websites when they are trying to determine the best sites to show up in a search engine's list of results. They check the quality, length and keywords of the page to determine where it should place itself in order to get the most hits. This is why it's so important to learn how to optimize your website. The more content on your website that is optimized with the use of meta tags, the better chance you have of getting that top spot in search engine rankings. If you are a novice in the world of SEO, then you probably won't know how to change SEO title in WordPress. However, most experienced people do understand how to do it. It may sound like it is a complicated process, but the truth is, when you are just starting out, it can be frustrating and confusing at times. It is good to keep in mind that there is a simple answer. The best way to do this is through the use of a template. When you have one of these created, then you are able to copy-paste your content without having to redo it from scratch every single time you want to change it. If you have done it correctly, then your readers will know what the article is about and they should not be confused when reading it. The benefit to this method is that it is free. There is no reason to pay someone to create your customized title for you. If you are just starting out, I suggest you invest in one of these templates instead of wasting money on custom graphics and templates. If you want to change the look and feel of your website and make it unique to your needs, then you need to consider this step. You want to ensure that your readers understand the concept of what you are trying to say and how to reach you. If you are serious about making money with your blog or website, then you must take the SEO title by storm. This will help you to rank well within the search engines so that you can reach potential customers. It is important to remember that you are only setting yourself up to succeed if you have a great product or service, but if you don't, then you won't be a success no matter how valuable you are. Bonus: there are more than 45 tools which can help you with SEO research and SEO audits. Find all those tools if you wish to. Good part is all those tools is just free to use. Get access now. For more information, please visit SEOtoolsportal.com. If you like this video, then you can subscribe this channel for future updates. And don't forget to like, share and comment. Thanks for watching.